Well, hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thorzax here, and it's a little combination of coffee chat and a little bit of a review of a couple of pistols that I picked up. Oh, that's good. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to be reviewing, this is a Smith & Wesson K-17. I was able to get this pistol through a private sale. And to tell you the truth, guys, this has been fired very little, if at all. I mean, it's still, this pistol, is still in new shape, as you can see. So, as you can see, it's unloaded. I made sure that it was unloaded before I even started the video. This pistol is a counterpart that dates back to the 1950s and 60s when bullseye shooting was really big and revolver shooting was really big. And what I have here, I'm going to go ahead and show you it's unloaded. Alright, this is a K-14. This is the K-14. This is the K-14 Masterpiece. And as you can see, these two pistols are almost identical in size. Both of these are -4s, by the way. They were made in the same series around the same years. One thing about the target pistols versus the combat pistols, now some combat pistols do have it. It all depends on the mod that you're getting, the dash number. But if you look on the K-14, you have this little bump back here. See that? That's a little bump, and what it does is it works as an over travel, and that is precision ground to stop the trigger from moving rearward past the point that the hammer falls. That's something I don't think that you find on any of the Smith & Wesson pistols that they produce today. I'll tell you one thing, this K-14 with the Henley & Gibbs or the M&P wad cutter will shoot better than I can, and I plan on taking this pistol out and shooting more with it. But as a nice little guy to take to the range too is my 17, which is exactly the same size and weight. And so this is going to give me some, this is going to give me some extra versatility. It's like shooting the same gun but different calibers. Like I said, came with its target stocks. These are the original stocks. Just really a beautiful gun. Boy, I'll tell you what, I really got a good deal on this. I looked basically on a lot of like Arms Rest and a number of different other sites at K-17s that were in this sort of shape, and I paid a little below the going price of what it would cost to go ahead and buy one in this good a shape. So I consider myself very lucky on that. I did pay a premium price for it though, but I knew what I was buying once I seen it. So, got the K-14 Masterpiece and the K-17 Masterpiece. Both is kind of like a match set, so this is pretty cool. Part of my collection. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to set this off to the side. And I want to show you the next gun that I went and got. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. Okay, in my ventures, again, the same guy that went and sold me the K-17 also sold me this. And it's exactly what I wanted, but it does need some work done to it, and I had a lot of struggling back and forth, whether or not I wanted to do it to it. And then I just started to think to myself, Okay, what am I going to use this pistol for? And mostly I'm just going to be using this pistol just for shooting at the range and, you know, and doing accuracy tests and things like that. So, here we go. I got a Smith 629. And as you can see, on the end here, it has a built-in compensator. Now that right there is not conducive or a wanted thing when you shoot cast bullets. As you can see, it's unloaded. You know, nothing in there. Look at the way that thing, just like wet ice on ice. Isn't that nice? That is just absolutely beautiful. It came with these Harriet custom fitted stocks, which are very nicely made, and you know, they fit your hand quite well. I mean, you know. Another thing too is that if I can turn it in a way, you can see up inside here that once you remove the rear sight, that is already drilled and tapped, you know, for a scope mount. So you can put an optic on it like a red dot or something like that. So this is what I've done. I went ahead and I contacted Clark, and I talked to the good people down there, talked to their customer services down there, a guy named Clay. I recommend, you know, if you ever talk to these people, they are the nicest people in the world to deal with. Told them what I wanted to do, what kind of work I wanted done on the gun, and I asked him if he'd send me a shipping box. And he said, absolutely. Let me get your name and your phone number and all that other stuff and your personal information. So I did. And I told him, I said, well, you know, I'll go ahead and pay for it. I mean, I want to pay for this, you know, and I don't want the company, you know, taking it out of their money to send me something, you know, for free. So I went ahead and offered to go ahead and pay for it. He told me, he says, well, you're going to send the gun to us anyway. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put together a box already pre-labeled and already prepaid for. All you have to do is put the box, you know, put the gun in the box, take it down to FedEx, and just drop it off for them. It already explains where it's going to go and what it is to them, and they ship it off, and then we get it, and then we do the work to it, and we'll go ahead and send you a work order. And, you know, once we're done with it, we ship it right back to you. So that's where this is going. This is going to Clark Custom. I want this compensator removed, and if you look, there's enough meat on the end right here where it can be removed and still have the, you know, full underlug and everything, and it won't look goofy once it's done, you know. One thing I do like about this pistol, it has a very extremely wide, long front sight like that. I like those sights, because what will happen with a sight like that, any type of variation between here and there and here and there, very little, you'll see that the sight will widen on you, okay, and narrow and widen and narrow. And what you want to do is you want to get a nice narrow front sight settled into the rear sight, and you should be dead on when you squeeze the trigger off. Again, this pistol has had very little use. I doubt very seriously even a box of ammunition has been fired through this. There's some burn marks, you know, there's some muzzle flashing there. I think that whoever owned this probably was a hunter, and you know, he didn't fire it that much. Probably went out there and sighted it in and, you know, took it with him hunting. But there's not a scratch on it. Another nice thing about it, this is a cast bullet. It's sized to 430, okay? And one of the things I do is I fit these. I always want to check the fit of the chamber mouth. And this isn't exactly a pin gauge, but it's awfully close. And as you can see, we're right there around 429 on these. That means that this thing will shoot cast bullets like nobody's business. I mean, they're not oversized, you know, the chamber mouths. They're going to actually squage down 430 or 431 bullets and give you a wide range of sizing options when, you know, you're making your cast bullets for it. So this is going to be an excellent gun, you know, for the type of work and applications that I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use this as basically as like a a big bore bullseye gun, basically. So, what a beautiful gun. Listen to this. Isn't that beautiful? That is just absolutely beautiful, man. It's gorgeous. I mean, I fell in love with it when I first got it. I mean, and another thing too, I got a steal on this gun. I got a steal. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, I couldn't believe the price that he wanted for it. So, anyway, that's where we're going. Got the K-17. Got a 629. So we got a little bit more shooting, a little bit more variety now. You know, we have the Ruger flat top 44 special that we can shoot in the Bisley, and you know, we can cast for that. We can cast for the 29. I still have the Bisley in 44 Magnum, but that is going to take a trip to Clark too. I'll tell you what, guys, this has just been a real experience. You know, I mean, there's been so many blessings that have came across my table now in my personal life that it's just wonderful, and I want to give thanks to, you know, to the Almighty. I mean, you know, he's just been looking out for me. I mean, everything seems to be just falling in place in my life, and it's great. It's great. I have no wants, you know. I have no, you know, thou shalt not want. And I'm telling you what, you take a look at these examples. I don't have anything else I should really want. I mean, this is the best. This is the way. This is the best revolver you could buy in a 22 long rifle. Plain out and simple. That's it, right there. That is the best revolver you will ever buy in a 22 long rifle. So anyway, guys, I wanted to share that with you. I'm going to get this uploaded on YouTube, and you guys have a great day. And we'll be probably shooting more video as it comes available, you know, as I can get out to the range and whatnot. And do some more reloading stuff, you know, with the wad cutters and the 38. That's another thing too. The model 14. This pistol has been around the block. Okay, it's not a bad pistol. All the fitting on the gun is perfect. I mean, you know, I mean it is perfect. But it does have a few battle scars on it, you know, where it got banged around and that sort of thing. But you know, so what? You know, I bought it as a shooter. I plan to shoot it, and you know, I mean that's just the way it is. You know, and it does shoot very good. Yeah. So there you go, guys. This is Thor's Axe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.